to Let's Play with the Marlow Stingrays in Megamek, or mehHQ as it has been so far. I have updated to the latest and greatest build. It does have all of the rules that we went over in the tutorial, plus a few extras. Go ahead and go into the campaign options here real quick. First of all, in repair and acquisition, we can reverse the quality names, which means A is now good and F is bad. I'm going to do that because it is somewhat confusing. Rest of these, this is new. I don't quite understand what it's wanting. Can't be combined. I don't like how the tooltips kind of disappear like halfway through reading them. Always selects technician, whatever. Maybe it'll make more sense once we're doing more repairs. Quality modifiers and maintenance checks, no. I don't need it in a separate log file. The rest is when I converted it over. Most of these are already set up as I had it, so I just want to make sure this needs to be on against the bot and display, and we're actually going to go ahead and turn this on. Use against the bot rules. For now, alter green. If it's too easy, I can always modify it. I'm going to set these up. I'm going to go ahead and just roll with the default here. I was kind of looking at this myself, and there are other options here we could plop in. I just don't know. Like Derek Page, that is the time frame. I do like that they've added the time frames to these, so it's easier to tell. We're in 3025. I don't know what would happen if I just started like throwing these in here. Like this one doesn't even make sense. 3067, we're not there. It should never pull off of that, but that's what I defaulted to, so I'm not going to change it. So maybe if you guys, I know some of you are a little bit more familiar with some of the intricacies than I am. So if you know what these are all about, drop me a line and let me know. Would it hurt to actually just throw these in just as alternatives, or should we like limit this to like just a very few, select few? Over here, arrow, yeah, I'm going to treat them like well. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to do retirements and the share system and all this manually. See, this doesn't matter because I'm doing it manually. It might be nice to do this. See, this is, I don't know if I really want to do aerospace fighters. I mean, the thing with the aerospace fighters is when you go into Megamek doesn't, last I checked, doesn't know how to use aerospace fighters, so it's very wonky. Pretty much to use aerospace fighters, I would actually have to set up a match with somebody else, and I honestly don't even know how to use aerospace fighters well enough to do that. So part of me is kind of like, let's ditch it, but on the other hand, I kind of like the idea of it, leaving it as an option. I'm going to leave the guy we have now in, and I'm going to leave this off for now until I can kind of work that out in my own mind. We're definitely using vehicles, Clan Skin, yeah, sure. Yeah, I do want the instant delivery. I like reports. And down here, see, this is fixed too, so that's really cool. I don't think I wanted to change anything here. I don't want to double enemy vehicles yet. Again, if it gets way too easy, maybe I will. But for right now, no. This is when it picks lances. Again, you got to go into the rules. Someone actually asked for the links and where I originally found some of the charts and so forth. I honestly don't remember, but I'm going to look into like putting up a link in like Dropbox or something like that, just so you guys can have access to some of these forms that I'm using. Some of them though is actually part of the download itself. If you go into documents, there's actually several kind of useful things here. One of which is the advanced medical overview, which I know I did a video of. I think it was my last actual video of season 0. I was talking about herding the right way or whatever, and that's where I pulled it from. That's what I was using, and that's what I will be using again this time. Although I'm going to turn on the automated if I can find the option, but I may just do it manually. And if I do it manually, it's going to be off screen, and I'll just tell you the results of it because that is a lengthy process. Allow enemy VTOLs. I'm going to say no because we all remember. It doesn't work. It doesn't. The AI does not know how to. Of course, that being said, it did do an attack run, but for the most part, it was just lagging down the turns and just kind of just look drunk. That doesn't mean that we won't be able to use VTOLs. We definitely will be using some VTOLs, but definitely will if I ever find them. But AI, no, they don't need them. The rest of this, do want to use the scenarios that have drop ships. This was recommended to turn this on, and I do like the idea of randomly capturing enemy pilots. So I'm going to confirm. Well, before I do that, I'm going to see if I can find the option for yeah, advanced. Okay, I guess it's already on. All that allow implants. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's going to, like I say, it's going to be forever and a day before we ever deal with that anyway. That's all confirmed, so let's actually advance some time here. This may be a short video because what I'm going to do is get us set up. See, this wasn't generated in. Matter of fact, if I edit this mission, can I set up some of the additional? Yeah. See, these were all both D, as I recall. In fact, I think I have. Well, except I closed it. Contracts. It was. That's a different contracts. Whatever. I'm pretty sure it was veteran D and regular D. Allies were regular D, and these guys were veteran D. Required lances is 2. Enemy morale is normal. Enemy bot name is the Capellan Confederation. After this, it's actually going to start generating this automatically for us. So I think that's everything. I approve of the colors. Although honestly, the ally I wish would be a little bit more of a yellowish, kind of like the way it is in MechWarrior Online. Let's see if I can find a fit right here. Davian. Well, I don't want to get that fancy. Who do we want? The Davian. Bitter Dead Sons, Armored Cavalry. Nah. I don't want a symbol. I don't think it'll work right. Capellan March. Whatever. Well, no, that's green. That's the opposite of what I was trying to do. Oh, there's the new Avalon Institute of Science. I wanted something simple. Fabric, flames, fractals, glass tiles, Curitos. Here, Davian, not yellow enough. Fine, you. The first Avalon Hussars. That won't look wonky at all. Okay, I filled these out a little bit better. So salvage value, that's the percentage. We can get up to 60% of the center. Yeah, so good. Let's move on. So now that we have did I not save that correctly? I might need to go a day. I did turn it on. Let's move a day and see what happens. Actually started on Monday. So I'm supposed to have like the unit market and so forth. Advancing multiple days, that'd be useful. let's go ahead and advance to, because I think this was a Monday anyway. We're going to advance to the 21st. Boom. Personnel market updated. We have a mech warrior available. Doesn't come with his with a mech, but he's green, 5'6", Jean, King John. I don't know. We're hiring him. And I'm wondering if it's just because I haven't actually gotten to. See, the old build, it immediately had the unit market here, and a contract market for that matter. Of course, I'm also in a contract. Strange. Anyway, we're going to need to actually manually generate these contracts because we're still using this contract wasn't generated in this system, the ATB integrated system. So until we actually get a new contract, it's all going to be through this. So, still got these guys here. I could throw that guy in another lance, but for now, I'm going to hold off, I think. I don't really, well, actually, see, I need a max here. Let me pull up the rules, that way you guys can kind of follow my train of thought here. Because I kind of need to refamiliarize myself with how to do this manually, too. What you do is we're in a planetary assault mission, so with the campaign system, not the contract system. Okay, here we are. Weekly, we do the battle rolls and event rolls. Okay, so that's what I'm actually concerned with here. Attached units, integrated, we'll have 2 employer units that are bot controlled. That's annoying. And these units follow the same rules here. If attached unit is destroyed during battle, I get a minor contract breach. So I kind of have to protect them, and they're going to be doing some wonky bot malarkey. So I don't have to worry about cadre duty. Okay, contract type. It was a planetary assault. Yes. So one of our lands has to be in the fight posture, and the postures are further detailed below, I believe. 12 must have fight. Equally divide the number of units the company divided by 6. Rounded down. For example, a 12 mech company must have 2 lances. And so we have how many units? I'm not counting the infantry, and I'm not going to count the aerospace fighter. So 5, it's 13, and 14 if I actually add the other guy. So it'll still be 2 lances we need max that we must deploy. I don't care about the recruitment stuff. Repair conversion. Planetary assault, apparently we are considered in a field workshop. Hopefully we'll remember that. Defections, retirement, sack and kill pilots, irrelevant. All of it irrelevant. Event rolls, yes, I will have to come back to. What in the world? What did I miss? Battle. Okay. Okay, here we are. There are 3 types of battles possible: standard, special, and big battles. Special missions and big battles are determined by events. We'll get back to that. Roll 1d100. Oh yeah, I'm going to need to get my dice out. Error code. And for each type of standard battles are rolled on a lance by lance basis every week. Roll 1d100 for each lance against the following table. See if it particularly involves a battle during the week. Roll randomly to determine the day of the week when the battle occurs. Okay. So I'm going to have one unit in fight posture, and I'm going to have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the attack land. Can I do that from here? I don't think I can. But attack is going to be in the fight posture. Command is going to be in a defense posture, and I'm actually going to put the scout lance in a training posture, which I can go. I'm going over what we bare minimum need, but I think it would be a good idea to put these guys through some training. And to that end, I'm going to actually assign our new guy. Out here. First of all, I need to make him a private, and I'm going to assign him to that Locust 1M that I bought a while ago. So that's probably a Locust 1M. There we go. And now I'm going to assign him to. Can I do it from here? Yeah, I think I can do it from here. All right. And 6 is pretty much the max you can have in a single lance. So these guys are going to be doing some training. And the training... Does it actually say here what training does? Reinforcements. Attached units. Wounded mech warriors, big battles, convoys. Well, it's probably over in the campaign rules. I'll find them here in a little bit. But first, let's get these rolls done. So because I have our one unit in the fight, basically we roll 1d100. These numbers are modified, by the way. Morale applies a +5 or -5 for each level below or above. But right now everybody's at normal, so that's why you're seeing like these zeros and greater than 100 and so forth. 74 on the fight is SU, which is a stand-up attack fight. So what we're going to do here is add a scenario. Stand up as the attacker. And I will roll for the day. And the day is 1d6 because Sundays are always either peaceful or something special happens. So it's going to happen today, Monday. So we're getting right into it. Then we go ahead and roll for all of them though. The guys on defense roll a 3. HTL on the defense. Hold the line, which they're going to do on Friday. Well, no. Defense is going to happen on 2/26, 25. Finally, the training guys. 54, no battle. Yeah, it's usually pretty safe to put these guys on that, but things can happen for even guys on training. So what I want to do now is I'm actually going to assign these guys to the specific battles that they're taking place. You are taking place in the attack, and you are taking part in the defense. So we actually really quickly got into some battles here. Now I'll need to roll up the actual defenders and so forth here, but I will do that actually. Alright, and I'm back, and quick screen wipe there, and I kind of skipped over some stuff I was starting to record. I was starting to go through all the process of actually generating what we're fighting in these contracts and so forth, and it was taking forever and a lot of dead air. So just went ahead and did that for us. You've seen it all before back in the other videos, and once we get out of this contract, all this is going to be automated anyway, and we don't have to worry about it. So I just want to show you what we generated here. Of course, we had the attack that's going to happen today. Well, pretty much this is going to be the next video. So we got that looked forward to, and it is a stand-up attack. We will start in the east, the enemy will start in the center. Because we're integrated, we have two Davian units that will be joining us. They're both bot controlled. One's going to be a Banshee 3E, and the other one's going to be a longbow. The enemy rolled up two heavy lances of vehicles. One's going to be a medium Vedetti. The rest of the opposition is going to be a Bulldog AC2 variant. I already rolled that up. There's actually a salvage Bulldog LRM variants, two normal Bulldogs, two LRM carriers, and a Manticore. It's going to be happening in a heavy urban city, the Fortress City map, 45 by 25 in size, daylight with a light gale. The other one, the defense that Marlow himself is going to be taking charge of, is going to be the allies starting in the center. The enemy's going to be starting in the north. Our allies are bringing a Centurion AL and a Vulcan 2T. The enemy rolled up a medium and a light lance. The medium one is all vehicles, a Vedetti, a Liao variant Vedetti, an SRM Hetzer, and a Maxim. And the lights is a Scimitar and a Saladin vehicles, and a Wasp 1L and a Stinger 3R as mechs. This will take place in the Woods Deep map, 35 by 35, and it will happen at dawn with no extra weather. This other one is the special event we rolled. It was a special battle, and it's going to be a Star League cache. What is essentially going to happen is on Sunday, I can select one of the units that I deployed and have him go and try to recover a Star League mech that one of our techs discovered. And what that will be is basically the Star League mech will be bot controlled, and the other mech, of course, we control, and we'll be fighting off three other bot controlled mechs of the same weight class as whoever I send. And if we defeat all three of them and the Star League mech is still functional, we can either keep it or trade it in for an equivalent level of mech. So we have that to look forward to. That's still a few maps away here. So just wanted to really bypass a lot of this generation stuff, because it is very time consuming, and I can't imagine it's all that interesting to listen to. I mean, above and beyond hearing this mexiness of my voice. But I'm going to stop it there, and next time you see us, we'll get started on this battle. So, see you next time.